What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a video for you guys. This is a video on Lamont Peterson. I'm pretty much testing positive for banned substances. Pretty much, we all know the story by now. We all know he tested positive for testosterone pellets due to a low testosterone level back in October 2011. And then there were two tests. There was an A sample and a B sample, and he failed like both of them. And he did agree to the random drug testing, whatever. But this is coming off of one of the most inspirational stories in boxing. Dude was him and his brother were homeless, living in a car, and his trainer Barry Hunter, I believe his name was like Barry Hunter, came in, Barry something, and I apologize if I'm getting the name wrong, but his trainer took him in, and turned him into a top-notch amateur fighter, and and he has moments where he faced quality opposition. I think holds some pretty decent victories in the amateurs, and he moved up the professional ranks. Fought Timothy Bradley, was defeated. Fought Victor Ortiz, fought to a draw, and then goes on and defeats one of the top pound for pound fighters in the world, and an upcoming star as well as an American. And wins about 2 belts, the WBA and the IBF light welterweight championship, and one of the most talent rich divisions in boxing. One of the big money divisions in boxing, holding 2 belts in that division against a fighter who was coming off a very good streak of wins. Defeating Marcos Maidana, Andres Kotelnik, who turned around a year later and made that and gave Devin Alexander a tough fight, made that victory much better, and then defeated Zab Judah, who a lot of people were saying was back, and knocked him out, defeated him in the 5th round. He goes on and he takes Amir Khan off this high momentum winning streak, defeating some top talent. He's defeated a guy who is talking about fighting a Floyd Mayweather, and is talking about being in these big fights. And he goes on, he defeats this guy, he takes his belts, and just like the dude Faze, the singer, he was riding high. And now the word comes out that he was using illegal substances and stuff like that. And a lot of people who know me in real life know in December when Lamont had won the championship, I was extremely excited. I was happy that the man won the belts. I was happy that he won the belts, and I was happy to see him succeed in the sport of boxing, and get this victory. Of course, you always have to root for the underdog. And now, I personally think that since he now has admitted to using illegal substances, I think that and I don't preach doing the right thing, but I think that those belts should be stripped. I think they should be stripped, and he needs to earn the belts back, the same way that Amir Khan needs to earn the belts back. I think he needs to go in and he needs to defeat Khan to get those belts back. I think the belts, as I said before, just need to be taken away from him. And until he goes in, because what's happening now is, of course, with him testing positive, to many of us that look deeply into it, there's going to be an asterisk by his name. There's going to be an asterisk by his name, and he just needs to go in and beat Khan, without anything in his system. I don't think they should go on with the May 19th fight. As good as the summer and as good as May, for me, May, June, and part of July is coming up, I just still think that they don't need to go on and do this fight in a couple weeks. Now, today I was going to do the prediction for this fight for you guys, and I was going to go with Amir Khan to win the fight. And I'm not saying that because Lamont Peterson tested positive for illegal substances. I think that, or testosterone pellets. I'm not saying it because I thought that, but I think personally that Amir Khan that really wants these belts back. He wants his belts back. He wants to be back into into the presence of being up on the list of names of fighters like the Floyd Mayweathers and the Victor Ortizes, and fighting and doing bigger and better things. I know that Khan wants to, pretty much probably just wants to avenge this loss, and Lamont Peterson, I think he wants to do the fight too, and also I think boxing needs a great trilogy. And of course, this is making way for possibly a great trilogy to occur. Lamont goes in, he tests positive after the first fight. He goes in, he fights Khan. Khan wins the second fight. Then you got the rubber match, and then you see who's the better one out of both of them. But just overall, man, I don't think they should go on with the fight, because even if Lamont wins, then Amir's going to be complaining. So he's going to say, okay, he had this stuff in him. And I don't blame Amir if he doesn't want to do the fight. I don't even know if the fight's off or not. But I wouldn't even blame Amir for not doing the fight, to be honest with you. But man, it was just one of the most inspirational stories. Man, kid was homeless kid, turned into a boxing champion, and did it through hard work. And then now you had to take off the hard work and say, he cheated to succeed to this point. But just overall, based on his skill, I don't think he really had to do it based on his skill. But also, I thought he was going to lose the fight, anyway. But it is what it is. So anyway, peeps, let me know what you think. I'm about to head out of here. That was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.